Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am here Muhammad Tayyib from Army Public School and College Thanewal. Your class is 11, your subject is physics, and your subject teacher is Mr. Muhammad Tayyib. Today our topic is terminal velocity of parrot hopper and equation of continuity. And our objective is at the end of the lesson, students will be able to understand terminal velocity of parrot hopper and equation of continuity. Terminal velocity of parrot hopper. In free fall jumping of the parrot hopper, when initially he jump out of the plane without opening his parachute, fall with a large acceleration. To land safely on ground, he then open the parachute, which develops a large drag force in opposite direction of motion and act as a decelerating force. As a result, ultimately, drag force and weight of the parrot hopper equals to which he then fall, because he will attain the terminal velocity. For example, at time t is equal to 0, the parachute jumps out of the plane, decelerating develops, and in next 5 seconds, the paratrooper start falling with a very moderated steady speed and lands safely on ground at time 70 seconds. The paratrooper attains a terminal speed of about 200 km per hour when the parachute is not open. When the para, when the paratrooper open a parachute, the terminal speed of a paratrooper now reach say 25 km per hour. Next is a fluid flow. Where a fluid is in motion, its flow can be characterized in one of two ways. The flow is said to be streamline or laminar flow. You can see that in this slide. This is a laminar and streamline flow. In this flow, if every particle that possesses a particulate point moves along exactly the same smooth path followed by previous particle passing that point, this path is called streamline. Different streamlines cannot cross each other under this steady flow condition, and the streamline at any point coincide with the direction of velocity of the fluid at that point. Next is you can see that this is a turbulent flow. In construct, the flow of the fluid become irregular or turbulent above a certain velocity or under any condition that can cause abrupt change in velocity. Irregular flow of the fluid is characterized by turbulent flow. You can see that this is a turbulent flow or irregular flow. In discussion of fluid flow, the term viscosity is used for the degree of internal resistance in the fluid. This internal friction is associated with the resistance between two adjacent layers of the fluid moving relative to each other. A fluid such as kerosene oil has a lower viscosity than does crude oils. Many features of fluid motions can be understood by considering the behavior in an ideal fluid. The ideal fluid will satisfy the following condition. Number one, the fluid is non-viscous, which means there is no internal resistance or friction between the layers. Number two, the fluid is incompressible, which means its density remains constant. Number three, the fluid motion is always laminar. Next our topic is equation of continuity. Equation of continuity come application where the equation of continuity is used as pipes, tubes, and ducts. Fluid, gas, or water in river. Equation of continuity is a mathematical expression of the principle of conservation of mass. The principle states that for steady state flow, the mass flow into the volume must be equal to the mass flow rate out. You can see that we have a two different cross-section area in which streamline flow will be flow, fluid will be flow. This is the one cross-section area, we will take some distance of the fluid, that is del x1, and the velocity of the fluid is v1, and this cross-section area is a1. And the other side, we will take some distance of the fluid, that is del x2, and the velocity of the fluid is v2, and the area of cross-section is a2. Ideal fluid, some mass falling through the pipe. Non-uniform cross-section area. This area is non-uniform. Area 1 and area 2 are the non-uniform cross-section area. The fluid same mass is falling steady between two stationary cross-section area. Suppose that the area A1, we have a distance, the formula is del x1 is equal to v1 del t, and the volume of the area over A is A1 v1 del t, and the volume flow out of area over the A2 v2 del t. You know that the formula of density, rho is equal to mass per unit volume, and mass is equal to rho v. We put the value of v in the density, then we get the mass. M in over A, T A1 V1 del T, and mass over A is equal to rho A2 V2 del T. Now we will compare both the masses. PA1 V1 is equal to PA2 V2, and del T on both sides cancel each other. You know that the fluid is incompressible and a streamline flow. Then the density on both sides will be equal. Again, we will cancel the density on both sides. Then we will get the answer A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. This is the equation of continuity. Now I will share you the video about the equation of continuity that is more helpful to you for learning.
So let's bring back the pipe and of course assume that it has an incompressible fluid that's undergoing steady flow. Now if I took 2 points, let's say over here and here, the question is what would be the relationship for their speed? Say if I assume the speed here is v1, the speed here is v2, what would this v1 and v2 depend upon? For that, let's do something extremely simple. Let's conserve mass. Okay? But before that, say assume we have a pipe and which is filled with the fluid, and I add x grams of some fluid on one side. How much will flow out on the other side? Simple, right? Obviously x grams. And because they're incompressible, because the fluid is incompressible, if I add, the volume will also be the same. So if x grams amounts to a few liters, or let's say x liters, then the same amount of liters will come out as well. So similarly, if I take a volume of a fluid in a container and push it like this for the time dt, very small time dt, the volume that was lost on this side will be the same, right? It should be equal to the volume that is gained on the other side, right? So if at this point the area of cross section, let's say, is A1, and the speed as I push is V1, and at this point the area of cross section is A2, and the speed is V2, then the volume lost over here will be A1 into this distance, right? Let's call it some distance, and that distance would be V1 into dt, right? Speed into time. So because dt is extremely small, we can assume that the area doesn't change within that small distance. So similarly, so finally the volume would be A1 V1 dt. As we come to the other side, the volume gain will be again A2 into this distance, which is A2 into V2 into dt. So by conservation of mass, we know that the volume will be the same. So therefore, A1 V1 dt should be equal to A2 V2 dt. Okay, that means if I cancel out dt on both sides, I get A1 V1 equals A2 V2. Now, because I took two random points, this proves that if an incompressible fluid is undergoing steady flow, then the product of the area of cross section and the speed will be the same for any two random points. And this is called the equation of continuity. And this product, AV, is equal to what? It is basically equal to the area into, so if you consider this section, it's area into distance traveled by time taken. Now, area into that distance is nothing but the volume. So, AV is nothing but the change in volume by time taken, right? So So you can say that AV is nothing but dV, or d capital V by dt, where capital V is basically the volume. So this basically means that the product of the area of cross section and the speed at a point is also equal to the change in volume by time taken. Okay? So now finally, you should be able to explain something that you would have noticed if you ever played with a garden hose. So if you remember, what happens is when you squeeze the mouth of the garden hose, the water that's coming out sort of speeds up, right? Now, think about it and try to explain that using what you just learned.
To keep learning with such engaging videos, download Byju's, the learning app.
Next is your short question. How parrot hopper coming down with the terminal velocity? Second one is what is the equation of continuity? And third one is write the derivation of equation of continuity. Any question? Thank you.